did a video yesterday about, like, I guess it was fans of Kirsche's that did a billboard for her. And people on Reddit are flipping their shit. So I'm really curious about this. People losing their shit over Kirsche is always funny. So let's take a look, shall we?
Hey, what's up, guys? Rip here. So today we're once again talking about the very problematic VTuber Kirsche. Now, she's upset a lot of Redditors and Twitter freaks with a development regarding her fan base and just her content generally. So you might remember Kirsche. She's someone we talked about a couple times over the past couple of months. She had basically a whole life ruination campaign launched against her.
Okay, I have a funny follow-up to this. This particular story right here with Anna Valins. Funny follow-up. Anna Valins has been fired. The publication that I forget what the name of the publication is that she was working for, that she was writing for. Anna Valins posted on Twitter that her ass got fired. Yeah, voice, yeah. She got booted. She got fired from that. She is now no longer employed. Put the fries in the bag. So we'll follow up. I don't know if Reddit's going to mention that, but I saw that on her on Twitter that she was genius posting their else. But yes, Anna Valins is no longer employed. So just a little side thing that I thought I'd bring up when I saw it when Red brought this up.
By people who are basically trying to deplatform her, take away her sponsors. And one of the big pieces of this was 3 articles made by Vice that were straight up hit pieces. And eventually, through some pressure, she was able to win that sort of battle and get the articles taken down. Now, what's going on this time? Well, a fan purchased a billboard slot for her to promote her content, which we've seen people like Pippa have this done from her own.
And honestly, this is really sweet. Let us put aside everything regarding the quote unquote controversy with regards to Kirsche. The fact that her fans actually purchased a billboard space for her is honestly really sweet of her fans. That's really fucking sweet of them. Yeah, it was a birthday gift. Like, they were so sweet to do that. Yeah, it's a nice, simple advert. It's nothing like talking about her content. It's just her name. She's a VTuber. I don't know what Whiplash streamer is referenced to. I don't know about that. News, yapping, gaming, foxu fun with her links. It was really nice of them. Simply looking at it from that perspective, it was something really nice that her fans did for her, and it was really very sweet. And I know that, we got Kirsche's response here. I know she's appreciative of it because it's not controversial. It's not anything, it's not like saying like, oh, she hates DEI. It's just something very sweet to promote her. Whiplash means going over a different subject. Okay, Grandar. So what that? So she is a variety stream. There we go. It was very sweet. It's really nice for her. It's a great looking billboard. It looks good, and it was very nice of him. And that's literally all that needs to be said about it. This is not controversial. It was really sweet, really nice, and literally that's it. So let's see how Reddit and Twitter can fuck this up, shall we?
Community before, I believe that was in Tennessee a couple years ago, but yeah, this is very funny to see. Imagine pulling down the Massachusetts freeway or wherever this is in Massachusetts and seeing Kirsche on a big billboard. Now, of course, you know what's going to happen here. People are very, very upset. This was a birthday gift to her from her community, and now people are making the pilgrimage, including some angry Redditors. So as you can see,
here we go.
By the way, Reddit is seething about this, because of course they are. So let's read some of the comments from these humble Redditors, okay? First one saying, I did a quick search. It seems like they live in Massachusetts. They're also a huge bigot. Yeah, being called a bigot by Redditors, I mean, that pretty much means
means nothing.
absolutely nothing.
Again, calling someone a bigot, congratulations, you have now just dumped that word in the trash along with the other ones that once actually had actual meaning to them that mean now only you don't agree with me.
This person says, what's next? A Proud Boys
Oh, for
billboard?
fuck's sake.
Seems like a bit of a jump. And then this person, just doing what the anti-racists always do. I can tell by the anime avatar, German name, and gaming that they're racist.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Something tells me that there are a few other VTubers, like Lily, that might take some fucking issue with you, 420 Cherubi. Say that to fucking Lily. Okay? Yeah, exactly, Desert. Oh, they have a German name, so they must be racist. Go and fuck yourself. Yeah, Lily, Kitsu, there's another German streamer that I've been seeing shorts of. I actually don't know her name. Like, everything that I have seen in regards to, at the very bare minimum, German VTubers, at minimum, none of them are racist in any way, shape, or form. The German VTubers that I'm aware of are some of the nicest people that you will ever meet. And of course, he had to go anime avatar. So he has no fucking clue who Kirsche even is. No, thank you, Atanashi. This person has no fucking clue who Kirsche even is. Who Kirsche even is. But because she has an anime, because she's a VTuber, has a German name, which I do have to ask, genuinely, is Kirsche a German name? Like, genuine question, I don't know, but is Kirsche actually a German name? Is it? Okay. Eridane, you're saying it is? It's German for cherry. Okay. I asked because I had no idea. I did not know. Okay, fair enough. And Danny, so VTuber German name and she does gaming. I mean, although I like that alternative SOPOD immediately goes, get the fuck out of here with the gaming dig. And then this dumb fuck continues on. Video games are my main hobby. I know from regular personal experience how racist the average hard R gamer can be. Hey, 420 Cherubi. You telling on yourself there a little bit, gamer? I think 420 Cherubi just kind of told on himself there with this down here. Games are my main hobby, so I know from personal experience how racist they could be. Rejectionist.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yep, once again, the anti-racist strike with some of the most racist stuff you'll ever see. This is in their attempt to battle a supposed bigot, and they're saying based on your German name and anime avatar and that you're a gamer, well, that makes a lot of sense. You must be racist. This person says, get the F out of here with the gaming dig. This person says, video games are my main hobby. I know from regular personal experience
say it,
how
Rev,
racist
say it.
the average hard R gamer can be. Seems like you have a lot of experience with that sort of stuff for a guy who's so against racism. Also, when did Kirsche say any of this? You're just making things up for no reason.
Exactly.
This person says, in response to people basically saying don't generalize, they say, relax. It's the same when someone calls men crappy or white people are racist. If you're not those things, being called them as a generalization shouldn't bother you. Days.
Yeah. Hang on. I'll let the quote
later,
finish.
And people still sea lying and tripping over themselves to gotcha me. Y'all keep outing yourselves. It's going great. Yeah.
Okay. Watchmaker. While many people can indeed just basically blow it off when someone is labeled as being racist or bigoted or anti-Semitic or any anti-anything that involves race, religion, or creed, yes, many people can blow it off. Public figures who have brand deals can't necessarily just blow it off. Because if a bunch of people start labeling someone as X, Y, or Z, number one, yeah, corrects that. It can bother a person. If you are constantly being beat over the head by people saying you're racist, you're homophobic, you're every istophobic thing in the book, you keep getting beat over the head with it every single day, yeah, it can take its toll. Even the strongest person who can blow off people that come after them, if it happens day in and day out, yeah, it will take its toll, no matter how strong of a person you are. More importantly, though, if you are someone who has, like, brand deals, and these people actually start reading this at the people that they have brand deals with, that can actually affect their money. That can actually cause these brands to go, yeah, we're not going to work with you anymore because all these freaks on the internet are calling you this istophobia shit. And we don't want to be associated with you. And now you're affecting their income when the person in question has done nothing wrong. And so you cannot simply just go, oh, it doesn't bother me, and move on. It doesn't always work that way. That's how life goes when you are in the public eye.
You seem like you're doing really well. Sitting here in a Reddit thread about a random person you could just ignore if you wanted to, and saying generalizations, including negative ones, it's fine, right? If you're just not the thing they're saying, they're generalizing about you as a certain class that you are, it shouldn't bother you at all.
Yeah. I have an even better point from Mr. Watchmaker here. I have a question, Mr. Watchmaker. Would you feel the same way if someone basically made the claim that you sexually assaulted someone? Would you be so flippant if a false accusation of sexual assault was made against you? Wait, what? Fuck! Hi, Nux! Holy shit, hello! Hi, Nux, how are you doing? Welcome in, Raiders, welcome in again. How are ya? You caught us right at the beginning of a ref video. How are you doing? Nux, I heard you covered Mousie's thing like I did. Quite a blow, was it not? How was your stream, Raiders? How was the stream? Yeah, you did, lovey-dovey? Yeah, some of my chat was saying it while I was covering it at the same time. It's been hell of a day, has it not? Nutsmule's vindicated. Agorist, I am not surprised. Oh, yeah, Arion, I know. Like, everybody's covering it. Everybody's covering it. Like, I covered it as, like, 8 minutes after the video came out, I covered it. I'm going to be posting that on, I'm going to be posting it tomorrow. Or as soon as I finish stream, I'm posting my video on it. But, yes. Thank you so much for the raid, Nux. Thank you. Oh, and Zarbov. Oh, God, here come all the freaking follows. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for all of the follows. You did catch us right in the middle of we're actually doing a rep video about Kirsche. With the whole thing about Kirsche's billboard. Yes, Agorist. We're doing the thing about I figured I'd go from one VTuber drama to another VTuber drama. Why not? So we're looking at the whole thing about the billboard that her fans got her for her birthday. And how Reddit is reeing and screaming. And hi, Corrigan. How's it going? So, what I was just saying is this watchmaker person was trying to say, oh, just like, if it happens, just like let it roll off your back. And to that, I countered with, hey, watchmaker, how about someone makes an SA allegation against you? And someone like goes to, like, I don't know, online forums, goes to the press, goes to the police, whatever, and says, hey, you SA'd me. Are you just going to blow that off? Because it's kind of in the same realm as making a false SA allegation. You're not going to blow these things off when it can affect your life. And Steve, thank you for the gifted, and Just Spud, thank you also for the sub. Thank you so much. Oh, Canito, there you go. With these, making false allegations can have real-world consequences. Absolutely can have real-world consequences, and that was my point to Watchmaker here, is that you make a false allegation, it can have real-world consequences. You cannot simply just blow it off.
Imagine using these sorts of negative
Maybe, Victor,
generalizations
maybe.
on other races or genders, and people like this would lose their mind. But of course, they're going after men and white people. That's the safe edgy, that is Reddit approved.
Wait, Agaris, were you involved, like, with the community that was that set up that billboard for Kirsche? Was that? Oh, pardon me. Were you part of the people in her community that set that whole billboard thing up for her? Like, out of curiosity. Not directly. Oh, okay. Which is fine, because when I first saw the billboard, the first thing I said is that was so sweet of her community to do that for her. The billboard was such a sweet birthday present for Kirsche. It was so nice. It was very tame. It was just a very friendly advertisement about what she does, and it was like the billboard was really sweet. And of course, all these Redditors have to sully it. Of course.
Going after men and white people, that's the safe edgy, that is Reddit approved, and nobody has a problem with it. It's very pathetic.
Yes! He's right. Rev is right. This is the only ethnicity right now that is safe to attack for no repercussions. They went after, they did the safe one. White people are basically the only ethnicity left that you can say whatever the fuck you want about them, and no one's going to say boo about it. Absolutely no one's going to say boo. You pick any other ethnicity, and you're getting dogpiled from every different direction. You say something bad about white people, who cares? It's just the white people. He's right. It's basically, it's reverse, it's racism. It is now fashionable. It is now fashionable to be racist to white people. So, I'm still going to call it out every fucking time, though. Every fucking time. I will call racism out in every strike, whether you are racist against Muslim people, black people, First Nations or Native American people, depending upon where you live, Latino people, white people. I don't fucking care what ethnicity the person is. If you are racist, I'm calling you the fuck out. So go ahead and be racist to white people. I will be right here waiting to bitch slap you back to where you came from. Your couch. And DJ and Hunter, thank you both for the gifteds. Thank you so much.
Very hypocritical, and I'm sure if there was a generalization made about them that was negative, they wouldn't like it. And of
they would
course,
not.
you keep going, and mushy, take meds, yes. People saying
Nice.
they seem awful. Then we see...
How? Okay, I'm going on the assumption that this person saying they seem awful may be in reference to Kirsche. Based on the line in the thread, I'm guessing this is in reference to Kirsche being awful, which they seem. How are you getting this from a billboard? If this is indeed a reference to Kirsche, how the hell are you making the assumption they're awful from a billboard of a cute anime foxu girl? Huh? Exactly, touch of salt. Exactly.
The real campaign here. People trying to get this billboard taken down. Again, espouting some of the most ridiculous things that are not things that Kirsche even said. They're miscategorizations of things she said and also just made up. Like, oh, if you want to stop being called a bigot, then stop referring to yourself as a Ku Klux Kirsche. Well, that's what the psychos on places like Twitter and Reddit call her. Like, I think you need to ask those people to stop doing that. That's why it was a thing in the first place, because they're so deluded in what in their minds fits as a bigot or a KKK member. It's ridiculous. But they're literally getting together these forms that they want you to fill out. They want to actually get this taken down. It bothers them so much. These people are trying to...
Here's the funny part. Do you know why they want it taken down? They don't want it taken down because they actually believe the shit about Kirsche. The people jumping on this bandwagon don't actually care about Kirsche. Realistically speaking, do you know why they want the billboard taken down? It's honestly very simple. They're jealous. Bingo, lonely. Yeah. These people are jealous as fuck that Kirsche is so beloved and appreciated by her community that they would literally take out an entire billboard for her birthday, advertising her basically in the most wholesome kind of way. They are jealous. This is pure jealousy. They are green as fuck that Kirsche is liked by people so much that they literally are happy to take out a billboard for her. It looks great on you, dumbasses. The jealousy looks delicious on you.
Work with the city council to get it taken down. Imagine, just imagine being this soft over a billboard because you saw the boogeyman you've been crying about on social media the last couple of years. But here's some more. This person saying, I have seen this person online. She actually said she would report me and my wife's boyfriend to ICE and get us deported. I couldn't believe somebody could be that bigoted in the present day.
Bullshit! Oh god, I'm sorry, chat. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. I'm allergic to liars. Sorry. Oh god, where? Hey, I really gotta get these allergies under control. I saw them online, and she said she will report them. Really? Please. Though, hang on. I'm wondering if this is a joke. Reading this again, she actually said she would report me and my wife's boyfriend to ICE. I'm wondering if this guy's memeing. Yeah, I just reread it now. I think this person is memeing the fuck out of this. I think this person is memeing the fuck out of everybody else. Yeah, it was after like. I initially thought, like, okay, this person's lying out their ass. And yes, they are. They are lying out their ass. You know what I think he did? I think this person is basically doing a Fleekazoid lie. I think that this guy is basically pulling a page out of Fleekazoid's book. Yeah, Alex, initially, I missed the my wife's boyfriend part. I thought she actually said she would report me and my boyfriend. My eyes skipped over the wife's boyfriend part. This guy saw Fleekazoid's Doom video, and I think and is memeing about it. Yeah. My eyes skipped over the my wife's part. this is a meme. He's fucking around, making fun of all the people that are pissing and moaning about Kirsche.
This is Reddit, okay? Normally I'd say this is a joke.
It is. It's a joke.
I believe they think this happened, or they conjured this fantasy into their head. But anyways, here's some more. We're a top 1% commenter. Wow. What a way to spend your life. We could call the billboard company and complain. Should ban billboards like in Vermont.
Really? So, what do you want to ban next? Books? You want to ban the billboard of a completely non-issue? Seriously, you want to ban a billboard? You want to get a billboard taken down that has absolutely nothing racist, homophobic, misogynist, misandrist, no any istis ever. And you want to ban it? These are the same people that are lobbying the credit card companies to start banning everything possible because it offends them. That's who these people are. Because Vermont banning billboards, my guess, has nothing to do with what was actually on the billboards. My guess is the ban of billboards in Vermont, if that actually is a thing, is probably because people were fucking wrecking their cars looking at the billboards. That's probably why billboards got banned, because people were actually looking at the billboards. Trunch. That's probably why they banned billboards in Vermont. For public safety, not because of what was actually on the billboards. Yeah, Chumpus, according to Leighton Wanderer, it's a thing in at the very least Burlington, Vermont, but it's probably a public safety thing, not because of what was actually placed on the billboards. Very likely. And Exastalos or Astalos, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Thank you for the sub. Protect the environment. Arid environment as in and the scenic landscapes. Okay, so kind of sort of. So the environmental impact of burying those posts in the ground and for the scene. Yeah. So there you go. It's not because of what actually was the contents of the billboard. It's because they're proud of their landscapes and they didn't want to sully the landscapes by having these big ass metal billboards blocking it. Cool. Has nothing to do with what's actually on the billboards.
And then another person down here, once again, trying to promote people to get it taken down, right? This is the best thing they can do. This is their World War III, trying to get this billboard taken down. This is the most important moment of their lives. And there's some more here saying that's disgusting. Can we exile them from Massachusetts? Let's get that taken down.
For God's sake.
99% of VTubers are chill, normal people, but of course, the racist bigot seems a little redundant. One puts up a billboard, no per community bought it. I'll stick to these chill VTubers, thanks. That's the...
Yeah, and therein lies the disconnect. These people are thinking that Kirsche is the one that commissioned the billboard, completely ignoring the fact that the whole purpose of the billboard was her community did it for her. Kirsche did not ask for it in any way, shape, or form, to my understanding. Her community did it as a present for her, as a surprise present for her. She did not ask for it. She did not commission it. It was all on her community that did it. But they're going to completely ignore that fact and just say, oh yeah, Kirsche did it because, she's an istophobia, so of course she would put up a billboard advertising herself when that's patently false. Oh, Bandalore? I know. Begs the question if these people read.
Closest thing to someone actually making a good use of their time. If you don't like these problematic VTubers like Kirsche, do something else.
At least this person corrects that.
Else, instead of seething on Reddit all day and night. And down here, people...
No, they can't. They can't go watch something else instead of seething all day and all night. Because this is all they have. Bitching and moaning and crying and screaming on Reddit is all they have. That's the key thing with these people on Reddit, with the people on Twitter. They're terminally on these sites, reeing and screaming and crying because that's literally all they have. They don't have a life otherwise. They have literally made the activism online to include lying about the stuff that they talk about. That is literally their life. They don't know how to live otherwise. They don't know how to be happy. And they just keep digging and digging and digging at this. And here's the crazy thing. Yes, honey poo, exactly. They're addicted to it. And here's the crazy part. It doesn't make them feel any better. People that do this, people that just terminally live online and are constantly just doing shit like this and going after people and calling people racist, bigots, Nazis, istophobes, everything under the sun, over and over and over again, all day, every day. It doesn't make them feel any better. They already start with like this hollow feeling in their soul. And they think, oh, if I do this activism, because this is what it is, it's activism, online, and I just dive headfirst into it, it'll make me feel like I'm accomplishing something. It'll make me feel like I have a sense of accomplishment, that I'm doing something good, that I'm doing something right. And the problem is, when they do this, it only makes it worse. That hollowness that they feel only gets worse the more they do stuff like this over and over and over again. It only gets worse, and they only feel sicker and sicker and sicker. And trust me, I know. Like, while I was not like doing like this kind of shit online, I used to watch the news a lot. And I used to get pissed off about the news a lot. Back in 2014, 2015. I would listen to podcasts to and from work every day. I'd get home and I would listen, watch more, YouTube videos from news agencies, and I literally was just feeling worse and worse and worse as the time went on. I never felt any better. I only felt worse listening to the same shit every day. And that's exactly what I did. One day I said, this is just making me feel horrible, and I stopped cold. And I felt better. By just cutting out news entirely, I felt better. That's what these people need to do. These people need to just stop. And I'm blaming people that have 8-hour days following you for the same things that Hassan and Nux do. Rum Dumpster, I'm not doing like what Hassan and Nux do. I actually keep politics out of my streams as much as possible. Granted, with politics these days, there's going to be spillover. I try and keep it out as much as possible. I focus more. Yes, we do some raging here, but I also do try to have fun, because I know that if all you do is just steep yourself in negative, like what these people do, you feel worse and worse and worse all the time. It does not make you feel better. You only feel worse. And that's the result of, that's what these people are feeling. These people are not feeling any better doing this or this. They're only feeling worse. And my advice then is get off the internet. Do something else. Literally play a video game. Take a walk. Do something other than reading on the internet. You will feel better. No, Rum Dumpster, I appreciate that. That it's the followers. Spend 8 hours a day watching you is their job. They need it. Yeah, well, Rum Dumpster, I fully appreciate that. I appreciate what you're saying on that. And that's why I'm saying, get offline. Like, I fully appreciate people that come and join me on my stream. I love every single person that comes join me on my stream. If watching my stream is making you feel worse and worse every day, either simply because of something that's going on with yourself or you don't like what I have to say, then I would much rather you jump offline and do something else that will actually make you happy, or actually do something that can find yourself at peace, than to be on my stream or any other stream. My one concern is that you as the viewer feel good about yourself. And if watching my stream makes you feel bad, I don't want you to feel bad. I would rather you not watch my stream to feel better and feel more at peace with yourself than to continue to watch my stream and feel bad. That's first and foremost, my stream is about people enjoying themselves. If you're not enjoying yourself, you will not hurt my feelings if you choose not to watch my stream because you're not feeling good. I will not feel badly about you at all. I don't think poorly of you. And I want people to take care of themselves before they worry about joining me on the stream every time. Take care of yourself first. And that's what these people need to do. They need to start taking care of themselves instead of continuing to feed this ever-growing void that is making them sicker and sicker every day.
People say we should be like Vermont and ban these distracting eyesores. Dunkin' Donuts dispensaries, casinos, and scum sucker lawyers can figure out another way to let people know they exist. Interesting stuff. Now this.
You know what? And with Maximum Pound saying we should be like Vermont and ban these distracting eyesores, I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't necessarily disagree with that. I don't necessarily disagree with it. If you want to ban billboards in general, I actually have no issue with that. They can have their charm touch-up soul, but they can also be very distracting. I can very much appreciate how distracting they can be when you're driving down the road. So, just as a generalization of just ban a billboard, I don't have a problem with that. I don't. It's just billboards happen to be the focus of the current topic because Kirsche's fans made one for her birthday. Overall, for this section, ban distracting eyesores, all for it. It's talking about how Dunkin' Donuts, dispensaries, casinos, lawyers can figure out another way to let people know they exist. Absolutely. They can do AdSense on Google, or they can do AdSense on Twitter. I mean, yeah, because this statement right here is not directed at Kirsche. This is a generalization, and honestly, I don't disagree with it. It has nothing to do with Kirsche's billboard, so I'm fine with it. Don't accommodate people who live in echo chambers as valid opinions versus people who work with the public and real people. I work with real people. Problem is there is very loud political politics who live completely offline. Rum dumpster, counterpoint, I think there's very loud political politics for people who live completely online too. In this day and age, as much as I hate to say it, in this day and age, it's incredibly difficult to get away from politics. That's why I say I keep politics on my stream, but I'm very aware that given how it seeps into everything these days, there's going to be some political leakage into what I talk about. It's whether you're online or offline these days, because everything is political, it doesn't matter if it's online or offline, unfortunately. I don't like it, but I do fully understand and appreciate that it is a fact, alas. And, Roland Solo, thank you for the tier 1.
Seething would also bleed over into Twitter as well, because of course it would. This is a great post saying, pros, it's only up for 30 days. It's in a blue state, so more than likely someone will demand it be taken down. Barely anyone will care or know who Kirsche is.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if anyone will barely know who Kirsche is. That's not the point of it. This was just something done by her fans as a present for her. That's all it was. Whether or not this generates new viewership for Kirsche or not is completely immaterial to her. I imagine she only sees it as a kind gesture by her community for her birthday. That's what it is. That is how she sees it, and that's all that matters. I will bet you anything that's all that matters to her. is it shows it is a token of how much they care about her. And I bet she loves it. Yeah, it's nothing more than a very sweet gift.
Interesting. It seems like people really care. They're quite upset, in fact, at least on Reddit. And then they say the cons. They forgot to add the fact she's a white supremacist Nazi who blackmails journalists places of employment.
Number one, Zingo, congratulations. You're further destroying the use of this word. You're basically further exemplifying that this word has no meaning, that both of these words have no meaning anymore. Nah, it simply means you don't agree with what she says. That's it. Means nothing beyond that. And as for Ed, she did not blackmail Anna Vice about Anna Valins. She literally called them out on deliberately false hit pieces. Like, literally calling out Vice and Anna Valins on fucking slander. That's not blackmailing a journalist. Hey, Zingo, say a news publication put out an article on you saying you SA'd a young person. You committed the act of pedophilia or SA of a young person. Would you just let that slide? Would you just let it go and go, well, I know it isn't true, so I'm just going to let it go? No! You'd be screaming to a fucking lawyer about slander. So fuck right off with this bullshit of yours.
Yeah, see, that's what happens when you write a hit piece on, or a series of hit pieces on someone, and they say, well, I'm going to request a redaction or I'm going to take legal action. That's what she did, and Vice folded instantly. Now, thank you for bringing up that entire scenario because it's a nice little lead into the next.
And Bubs, thank you for the follow over on Kick. Well, Gal, I'm not saying that this person was. That is an example, a what if. I am not implying in any way, shape, or form this person is a PDF. Excuse me, is a PDF. I am not. That was an example of what if a news publication did that. Would you just let it slide? No, you would not. And Maurice, thank you for the follow also.
Now, thank you for bringing up that entire scenario because it's a nice little lead into the next part of this video.
You can sketch therapy if you want. Absolutely.
Made by Anna Valins. Also, the
there
third
we
one
go.
Was basically defending Anna
is he going to talk about it?
Criticism for these hit piece articles, and it seems like they're having a bit of a time with this, saying, "Okay, I need to know who bought the billboard."
Why does it matter, Anna? Why are you gonna go write a hit piece on them too? Are you gonna go lie and try to destroy the lives of her community like you tried to destroy Kirsche's? And by the way, who are you gonna publish it with? You unemployed hat. Put the fries in the bag.
Why do you want to know that? I don't really know what the intentions here are. It doesn't seem very good. And if you look at the comment section, looks like the rural Midwest, so it checks out. Her views are seen as acceptable there. Probably Anna V. Like all religious billboards, it was through collective donations from her cult members.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Wow. Now, this should have been on Reddit, okay? That post just screams Reddit on so many levels. That would have gotten so many updates in that Reddit thread. Man, what a missed opportunity.
Good night, Grace.
This one says, what are the going rates for a non-premium billboard? Surely this isn't her spending her own money, right? No.
Why, sweet fuck, can these people not fucking read? Wait, hang on a second. Okay, no, because that's why. Because Anna Valins, the bitch, didn't bother to put in her little post that it was paid for by her community as a birthday present. So that's why this person asked this question, I'm guessing.
It's for a non-premium billboard. Surely this isn't her spending her own money, right? No, because she has a community that supports her, so they do stuff like this for her as a reward because she is well liked. I'm also happy to say, just looking at this random grouping of Twitter users, I'm blocked by every single one, including Anna, which is just badges of honor at this point. You know you're doing something right when all these deranged people are upset with you to the point they gotta hide away from you. But of course, there's another situation involving Vice. Some big news over here. Anna saying,
there we
Vice's
go.
own Savage Ventures has requested the removal of my collective shout articles. This is due to concerns about the controversial subject matter, not journalistic complaints. Effective immediately. I will no longer contribute to Waypoints. If this upsets you, I recommend contacting Savage Ventures directly with your complaints. Doesn't this...
Exactly, Jack. Translation. My dumbass just got fired. And I'm kind of curious what collective shout articles Anna worked on. Because for those of you that don't know, Collective Shout is the group that lobbied Visa and MasterCard to remove spicy games from Steam. They're the ones that heavily lobbied against Visa and MasterCard and caused Visa and MasterCard to basically order Steam to remove content from their platform, or they would cease all payment processing for Steam. That is what started this whole thing of basically bringing back, because it never went away in the first place, bringing back how Visa and MasterCard have way too much fucking power. And yes, Aradane, they are also trying to get Detroit Become Human pulled from Steam also. Collective Shout is also lobbying to have Detroit Become Human pulled from Steam because of, I think they were citing abuse against women and children. I believe that is what I believe that was the rationale that they were citing, is that it shows abuse against women and children in Detroit Become Human. So, I'm genuinely curious, and yes, Kite, yeah, someone that was in Collective Shout defended Cuties, the movie Cuties on Netflix that glorified sexualization of underage girls. Someone that is a part of this organization publicly defended the Netflix movie that was glorifying child sexualization with Cuties. That is who Collective Shout is. Yes, Nick, it is. This is facts. The receipts are out there. So that is who Collective Shout is. They're basically trying to act like the moral police while having some big fucking skeletons in their own closet, and they're using the credit card companies to try and do it because the credit card companies have way too much goddamn power. Really everything. Sneeko defended Cuties too? Well, Victor, color me fucking shocked about that. And Hefe, I see that you said that as well. Yeah, there's this is the new this is the new Sweet Baby Inc. They're just not actually they're not actually part of the gaming industry, but this is the new Sweet Baby Inc. where they're like, we must basically we must be the arbiters of morality and force everyone to do as we say. And if we feel something is not to our liking, it should be gone. That's who Collective Shout is. So I am genuinely curious, what articles did Anna write in regards to Collective Shout? I'm legitimately curious what her articles about Collective Shout were about.
Just kind of feel like a full circle type moment here where now all of a sudden they're the victim who's getting treated so unfairly. Like, maybe you shouldn't have made so many hit pieces about VTubers. That's kind of what happened here, and I don't think anyone really feels sorry for this individual, but yeah, you shouldn't be surprised though. It's Vice. They've completely fallen off. They have no journalistic integrity. You knew what you're getting into.
Vice hasn't been a thing for a while. Okay, Desar, have a good night.
That's pretty much the situation for today. A very funny moment. At the end of the day, These people are going to screech and cry no matter what happens with
Yep.
Kirsche or any of the other so-called problematic VTubers who dare to have wrongthink, who dare to have any sort of a viewpoint that upsets these very fragile individuals. And it's going to continue to happen over and over again. And all it does, at the end of the day, just like with the hit pieces and the life ruination campaign, it just builds stronger and more unified support among the fan base that already exists. And it brings a lot of people to their attention, to their streams, to their content, their accounts, what have you, because a lot of people will say, what's the big deal?
Caucasian? That's what I said. It is a very nice, professional, tasteful, and cute billboard. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. It doesn't talk about what her content is. It just says that she's a VTuber. She is a Whiplash streamer, so she is a variety streamer, talks about news, she yaps, she games, and she has fun. It is a perfectly decent billboard. So, of course, it triggers the rears.
Deal. And they'll check this out and enjoy someone's content like this. And honestly, the people who are upset and seethe and slander and do all these things, they were never going to be fans in the first place. So it's like, you're not even wasting it. There's no reason to waste your time on those people anyways. But for now, that's going to do it for this video.
I don't know.
Feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Well, the billboard was lovely. That was an absolutely lovely billboard that her fans got for Kirsche. It was very sweet of them. And I love it.